If you are wearing earbuds, please do turn your volume down at this time. Virgo. Is my tongue a little bit? I was just drinking a blue drink. I needed to refill my electrolytes. Maybe you need some electrolytes, Virgo. Virgo. Virgo, I did not premeditate on your energy. I kind of just jumped right into this. And I kind of feel like you're just jumping right into something, you know? Um, Diving headfirst. Swan dive. Listen, you know, um, I feel like there are some instances where planning may be needed, maybe some research before one goes diving headfirst into something. This is for some of you Virgos, and for others of you, sometimes you do just have to swan dive right into something, you know? Kind of like shoot first, ask questions later. Spirit, what do we have for Virgo? Something about the blue moon, Virgo. Blue moon. You saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Aw, Virgo, are you lonely? It can be lonely sometimes for you single Virgos out there. I get it. But let me tell you, if you're single Virgo, if you single Virgo, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to not go crawling back to past folks whenever you're feeling a little bit lonely, okay? That message is for somebody. Do 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 do. And for those single Virgos out there, wondering if you'll ever have somebody to, excuse me, sit and watch a blue moon with, sit under the blue moonlight with, so that you are no longer standing alone. You know, um, I'm going to be real with you, Virgo. And when I tell you this, some of you may scoff at me, and some of you may be like, that sounds right. Some of you Virgos watching this are supposed to be alone. You are supposed to live in solitude, not away from anybody. You're not supposed to I didn't say isolation. I said solitude. You stay single for the rest of your days. It doesn't mean that you won't entertain suitors, have a gentleman calling or a lady showing up at your door. It doesn't mean that you're going to be cut off from intimacy. You just will ultimately decide that partnering up in this lifetime is not for you. Don't feel pressured by societal standards to settle down with one partner and start a family. And some of y'all just maybe want to travel for the rest of your lives. You know, you don't want to buy a house anywhere. You don't want to be rooted anywhere. fly by the seat of your pants, dust in the wind. When people call you, they don't say, "What are you doing?" When people call you, they ask you, "Where you at?" Because nobody ever knows where you're at. You're just gone. That is the life for you. And some of you may be lucky and find a partner that is totally down for that life as well. Not one that'll eventually want to be like, "Oh, maybe we should settle down, honey." Like, no. Those of you want a partner that are willing literally to go the distance with you, not eventually settle down later. And that's important. That is very, very important to you. And then it would be considered a red flag if you are on the dating scene. If somebody wants to eventually settle down somewhere and do that, do this and do that, and you're like, no, I want to go this way, I want to go that way, I don't want to do feng shui. You know what I mean? Tell me about Virgo, spirit. What do we have for Virgo? See, not disconnected. Single, but not disconnected. Because some of you don't desire that deep. There we go. Some of you Virgos do not desire that deep of a human connection, where you have somebody living up underneath you, smelling up your bathroom, leaving dirty laundry. Y'all know what I mean. Some of you all would rather just have a partner for the night. A week if you're traveling to a foreign country. They could be your guide to fly by the seat of your pants. Wrap it up. Oh, safety first. What else for Virgo's spirit? Fur, 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 fur. Bird is the word fur. What else for Virgo's spirit? Yeah, because you see, there's pressures here, external pressures here to make you feel like you've got to eventually partner up and settle down, whether this be from family or from society, maybe even for some of you Virgos, this is pressures from work because it quote unquote looks better if you come off as the family type in order to be in line for a promotion, like some crazy BS like that. Whatever. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Virgo, if you want somebody to share this human experience with truly, truly, I mean, like I said, go the distance with you, then you must decide that. I'm going to be for real with you, Virgo. Your energy is one of peace, an energy of being unbothered. And I feel like that's why I felt like you kind of dive headfirst and swan dive into things, or are just in that energy of shooting first and asking questions later because you are living a carefree life, and you've worked hard to get to this level of peace. A carefree life is peaceful. You may be, single, but with kids, or single, no kids. You may be partnered up already. Just Some of you may be partnered up on the brink of actually separation because you are coming to the realization that this is not the person that you want to go the distance with. That's for some of you, not all of you, you know. This is a revelation. Fall. This is a thing for every zodiac sign. This is revelation season. This is, I heard, rapture season. Y'all see the rapture 2025? No, we ain't gonna get into that because that would. Anywho, back to Virgo. What does Virgo need to know moving forward? You literally have to weigh your peace versus the cons. Like any choice that you make here and moving forward, you have to weigh that choice up against your peace. Is this worth my peace? With everything you do, everything from, and you also have to define what your peace is. You are in the peaceful energy. I'm here with you in it. I tell no lies. But can you define what this is that I am experiencing here with you? Can you define this peace that I am feeling in your energy? Only you can define it. I cannot. And once you do define it, every move you make, every decision you make is going to be weighed up against your peace because that is what everything and everyone is competing with. Is it worth it? Are they worth it? Do they fit into your bigger picture? Does their puzzle piece fit into your puzzle? Don't make it fit. Don't stretch, don't bend, don't rip it into little pieces to make it fit. Just because the potential is there doesn't mean it is warranted. You know, anything else for Virgo? Anything else for Virgo? Virgo, we just got out of your season, and I hope you had a great birthday. You probably, for some of y'all obtained this piece in your season. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah. That's where we're closing your message, Virgo, is at a crossroads. And at that crossroads is a set of scales where you weigh your peace against whatever else. Whatever else. Mm-hmm. Some may not like it. Some like it hot. Some like it cold. Some like it in a pot 9 days old. That's not your problem. Anyway, Virgo, that's all I have for you. Please do remember that God loves you, and so do I.